a day. I'm Paula Q, the girl from Guam, and today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious coconut cream pie. Before we get started, there's some prep work we need to do. I have 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and a 1/2 cup of water. You're going to mix all of that together, cook it in a small saucepan on medium heat until you have a cornstarch slurry. And it looks like thick batter. Okay, we'll use this for the meringue. You also need to get your pie crust ready. This is just refrigerated pie crust. You thaw it out, preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and then you're going to lightly beat an egg white and brush it all over the pie crust. So you want to get the edges as well as the sides and the bottom. Then you're going to prick the pie crust, bake it in the oven for 10 minutes. Take it out, brush with the egg white liberally again, and bake it another 3 to 4 minutes until it's golden brown. Let's get started on making the filling. In my pot I have 3/4 cups of sugar, and you're going to add to that a 1/2 cup of cornstarch and an 1/8 teaspoon of salt. So in goes the cornstarch, 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Give it a stir with a spatula. Don't use your whisk yet, otherwise the mixture is going to get caught up in the wires. Now I've got 6 egg yolks only. Add that in. You get to use some elbow grease and give your dominant hand a workout. All right, you see how that's come together. And we'll go ahead and add 2.5 cups of 2% milk. Just pour it all in there. And scrape your spatula. So we're done with this. Going to whisk it up a little bit, and then we're going to get this on the stove at medium heat until it slowly thickens. It takes about 12 minutes. All right, so it's getting a little bit thicker than when I first started mixing, and we've got a few more minutes to go. It's going to get very thick. Here you can see there's not much holding the whisk here. All right, you can see how thick it's getting. And just whip it up. It doesn't take long. So I'm just whisking it till the butter melts. I added 1/2 stick. Okay. Then 2 cups of coconut, freshly grated coconut. And whisk that in. I'm actually going to use a spatula. And fold the coconut in. Then you're going to cover this directly with saran wrap and put it in the microwave because you want it to stay hot when you get your meringue on top of the filling. Plastic wrap goes right onto the surface. Just press it down and stick it in the microwave until you've prepared your meringue. Now we're going to make the meringue. In the bowl I have 3 warm, fresh egg whites. We're going to beat on low until it becomes bubbly. Here's a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then you're going to gradually add 6 tablespoons of superfine sugar. All right, we're at the soft peak, which means the tips of the egg whites bend over. Add about 1/4 cup of your cornstarch slurry and beat it until there's stiff peaks. All right, so we're done, and you've reached a stiff peak stage when the tips of your egg whites maintain their peaks. All right, so I put the pot in the microwave. I didn't actually turn it on. It just keeps the filling warm. Ladle it in. Okay, the hot filling is going to help seal the meringue so it doesn't shrink away from the edges of your pie. Oh, break my counter. Okay. Spread it to the edges. Okay, now I've got some cake crumbs. All you need is about 2 tablespoons. This is just frozen vanilla pound cake that I grated. And the crumbs are going to help soak up some of the fluid, the sugary, watery syrup, so it doesn't seep out over your pie. Now I've got my meringue. Just ladle it on, and we'll use a cake spatula to spread the meringue all the way to the edges. You want the meringue to touch the crust on the rim of your pie. All right, I've got that there. My spatula, just spread it all around so that you cover the edges. Just flick your... And remember, your oven is preheating, 375 degrees. A tablespoon of coconut on top to tell your guests what kind of pie it is. This pie is ready to go in the oven for about 12 minutes. Here's my baked coconut cream pie. I'm Paula Q, and thank you for watching me on eHow.com.